There are things that will help you as a minstrel, as one who is God's deposit. If you want to continually stay fresh, because this world only places value on what is fresh. If it's not fresh, very soon you will soon expire. Number one, if you want to stay constantly fresh, avoid bitterness. Nothing kills inspiration like bitterness. Once you are bitter, bitterness kills inspiration. Someone in the spirit, a musician or an artist, I don't know what artist is, a musician, a singer, secular singer. The best of time they bring their hit is when they are happy. When they are happy, and that's why I see some of them. I remember someone, a comedian, said that the best of time he gets joke is when he's hungry. So he has to continually starve himself. Now when he's starved, he just gets ideas. But once a minister is bitter, ideas are dead. Inspiration is dead. You are sad. You are unhappy. You have things that are hurting you. You can never get inspiration. You become stale. Your oil becomes stale. So if you must stay fresh, you must avoid bitterness. And there are 4 things to do to avoid bitterness. Number 1, avoid bitter people. Anybody you walk to and there is an issue, there's a story, avoid them. Because you are going to get contaminated. Anybody you see, there's a story, he has something to say, she has something to say that's bad, that's not. No. There are people that are antagonistic. It does not help. You clear your mind and God drops inspiration. Now you may think when you're coming up with a song, you may think you are the one putting melodies together. No, it's God that's dropping it. At the end of the day, you say, no, it's not like this. No. Even you're cutting out some, putting some, it's still God that is directing you. But when your heart is clumsy, you're sad, you're unhappy, you are carrying so many things. And there are things that people don't know. Sometimes somebody sings a song and the song to him doesn't be to her. It's not a hit. God keeps it. Somebody sings a song again, it's not a hit. God keeps it. After singing like 4 or 5 songs, there is one that projects you. Now, nobody who wants to make a hit will have a hit that stands alone. If your hit stands alone, you expire. Your hit must be backed up with other songs that may not be big hits. Because when you're invited to places, that's why if you watch it, most people that have just a single hit, when they're invited to places to do ministration, they will sing people's songs before they sing their songs. Because have you noticed that? So that's your song now that is not making wave. Keep it. It's building your major hit. So at the end of the day, you are known. There must be something you are known for. But meanwhile, there are other ones. So don't just waste it. Don't feel it's nothing. It doesn't, this thing. No, keep it. Build it. It's part of it. Sometimes when you have those of us who are writers, when God gives you a revelation, it might be 2 chapters. That is really the selling point. You will build other ones because nobody will buy a book with 2 chapters. It's not a pamphlet. Nobody will buy a book with 2 chapters. So you build others, Those are not the main revelation. The 2 chapters, sometimes you bring the first one, maybe 2nd chapter. Then you put the one, maybe 2nd to the last chapter. Those are your major inspirations you have. So keep building it. So whenever you have contact with bitter people who always tell you stories, issues, where they are happy, when they are sad, when they are this, when they are that, if you're not careful, it becomes a part of your life. And you begin to exhale bitterness. So you must run away from bitter people. You must run away from pressure. Pressure can bring bitterness. It can make you sad. Pressure. You must let go of pains. There are things that have been done to you and you are holding on to them. Once you are holding on to issues, if you are somebody who has a weakness of inability to easily let things go, you are going to battle with bitterness. Inability to easily let things go. You just can't, somebody hurt you, to let it go is a problem. Then you are going to have a lot of issues with bitterness. And when you are going through any form of hurt, if you don't want to store it, please speak out. You know, one of the things that have destroyed people, especially when they are coming to areas of leadership, is assumption. Whatever you don't say out, you assume. You just keep assuming, and you assume wrongly. You now think the whole world is against you. Life is very easy when we are open. We will say things that hurt us. things you are pained about, things you are unhappy about, you just voice it. Don't be in a system you feel your voice is being silenced. When you feel that way, you see, everything anybody does appears they are talking to you. That's the truth. Like I say in one of my books, we see life from the color of our minds. If your mind is black, life is black. If your mind is clean, life is clean. Learn to say it. When you feel hurt, say it. When you feel unhappy, say it. Present it. I don't think I'm giving fair hearing. I don't think this is this. I don't think that is that. When you keep doing that, you discover that life is not as bad. People are not as bad as you think. So if you want to continually stay fresh in the presence of God, and that's one thing I have done. I try if you are a person with too many drama, I just cut off from you. Because it will not help me. To get inspiration from the Bible. In Isaiah chapter 12 verse 3, it says, with joy shall we draw water from the wells of salvation. Joy. If you are continually joyful, continually happy, continually excited, you tap into some depths. Now, the great things of life are in the deep. Have you seen the river? Tilapia, tadpoles. You see them on the surface of the water. If you want shark, where do you go? Deep. If you want whales, deep. So if there are certain things you cannot draw from the deep until you are joyful. Cut off sadness as a music minister, as an artist, as a comedian. You into spoken word. Cut off, because your inspiration dies. And what helps you to stay continually accepted is your freshness, your daily freshness. We've seen the rise of many. We've seen people 80s, 90s, early 2000s, when they came up with songs. 1, 2, pew. Why? There was a wave that blew them. Something happened. They were down. And know this life now, backsliding, when you stay on the spot, people pass you behind. They just leave you behind. Nobody pulls you back anymore. They just pass you by.